Hey, Patrick Murphy here from Quarter Inch Off, and today I'm continuing to skim coat my bedroom here. What had happened is all the paint started peeling off the walls, so we scraped all the paint off the walls. We went back and we primed the walls afterwards, and then we mudded one light coat of skim coat all over the walls. And then what happened is the water from the mud went into the drywall and made it ripple and bubble. So we ended up having to cut out big chunks of the drywall. You can kind of see some of the squares in here. And then use Zinsser guards to protect the drywall. Did that. Primed again. And then we skim coated again. A light layer of mud all over the walls, scraped it off, sanded, mudded again, sanded. So hopefully this is going to be the final coat. It's getting smoother and smoother each time. Now one of the problems we have in here is bubbles. There's just something with our house. We've had drywall experts in here, professionals. Here, you can see it here, where the drywall mud just bubbles everywhere. Bad. It's pitted, it's bubbling. We've tried different drywalls. We've compound, premix, stuff we mix ourselves. We've tried different water. We've tried different temperature. We've tried different, pretty much everything. So what I found is after several coats, it eventually goes away. Can't see it as much over here. But we've had to do this to the whole room in here. So we're skim coating the entire room. So what is skim coating? So this is what I've learned in the process that I use. So first thing I do is pick a corner, put some mud on my knife here, go in from the corner and just kind of lay mud from any seam like this. And once you've done that, take a roller, paint roller with mud and mud it all in. And here you can see a lot of the bubbles. A lot of the bubbles in here as well. Once you roll mud on the wall, then you take a 14-inch knife and you smooth it all out. Stuff there I want to get rid of. And then you let it dry. And then you sand it. And then you prime it. Then you prime it. Then you paint it. And you paint it again usually. So that's kind of the gist of this. Now, it looks pretty smooth, you know, until you actually put lights on it. Now it's getting better and better. But you can still see the pitting in here, as well as some of the lines from where we left off. So what we found is using a screen and a vacuum hose, scraping, sanding the walls has made a huge difference. And we do that every coat. Some people just do it on the final coat. We've decided to do it on every coat. So I'm gonna get started here and start in this corner. Now every skim coat you do, every layer you put on, you do a different direction. So the first layer, we went down this way with a knife. Next layer, we went this way with a knife. And now we're back to going this way with a knife. So hopefully you can see this as I do it. And we'll see how it goes. Kind of get set up here. First thing we need to do is get some mud in our pan, and we just need a little bit, because after this, when you roll it on, this gets really thick in here, and you don't need that much. So first things first, Now other people don't use a knife to put this on, kind of the first step, but we found it does a much nicer job if we use a knife instead of just rolling it on the edges like this. So I'm going to continue what's working for me. Feel free to adjust and do what works best for you. Now the other thing I found that works better for me is there's ridges along the edge. So if you use your 14-inch knife, it'll sit here and it'll bounce and make waves. So I just use my smaller knife here. And you can kind of see where it bounced. I get smoother results. This way. Now what I'll also do here is, here's my paint roller, just as it sounded. I'll take some of this out and put it on the wall here. But prior to doing this, you mix it up so that you get a little bit of water in there, otherwise it's too thick, this premix stuff. Just out of the container. And it's just like it sounds, we just roll it on. Now this is messy. I always keep my roller filled with mud. Now, regardless of which coat you're going which side, I found from the edges here, like I said, kind of start this way. Just a couple inches is all you really need to do. Let's say if you were going vertical, I just do this down a couple inches just so it doesn't do that bounce. And that's pretty much it. Just keep doing light layers like that. You'll get these ridges in. Don't worry about it because you'll come knock it off, sand it. Given this is my final coat, I'm trying to be a little bit more diligent in what I'm doing. But that's pretty much it. So the next time I'll go, I'll start with my knife again, doing the corners, roll it on, and scrape it. And just keep doing it for the whole room. All right, thanks for watching.